It's been absolutely chaotic in London over the last day as the supporters of Hamas and Hezbollah are out on the streets intimidating the Jewish Londoners. But we are not surprised. After all, this is Sadiq Khan's London-stan. Everything is because of what's happened in the past. Everything is about the policy decisions that happened over the last few decades, of course, when it comes to central government. But in terms of London, the mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, who refuses to take any responsibility for the chaos that happens on a daily basis, is also the reason that Hamas and the supporters of Hamas or Hezbollah are basically a banned organization. It's illegal, but he always allowed them to just be there. Never started any investigation. The fact that he is the commissioner for the police and policing in London, nothing happened. In fact, this is the City Hall debate between Andrew Boff and Sadiq Khan on this exact issue. Andrew Boff asked Sadiq Khan whether he's going to do something about the Hamas supporters, or is he going to allow them to just march around the streets and intimidating Jewish people.
The Home Secretary and say that we need to clarify what is a banned and not banned organisation in order to assist policing such demonstrations in the future. Will you do that?
I'm really happy to read all the correspondence you've sent, Home Secretary.
Will you do that, Mr. Mayor? Will you do that? Don't ask me what I'm doing. I'm asking what you're doing. Will you do that?
I'm really happy to read all the letters you've sent, Home Secretary, and consider whether there's evidence to make the submissions you want me to make.
Will you, Mr. Mayor, look after the interests of the Jewish population of London and write to the Home Secretary to ask for the clarification of the rules on what is a banned organisation?
I've been in close contact with the Met Police Commissioner, and one of the best ways to protect vulnerable Jewish Londoners is to get more resources for the police service. That's what I intend to do. And if you want to join me in that, it makes my life a lot easier.
I will join you when you start doing your job, Mr. Mayor. Thank you very much for those answers. I'm sure Londoners will be fascinated with your lack of willingness to address this problem.
Well, can I congratulate you on that pre-written rant from you. It's appreciated.
Okay, if you want to check, I'll show you. You show me your briefing. I'll show you mine. All right? Okay. We'll have a deal on that.
Okay.
Calm down. Just calm down.
Mayor, that's my job. Okay. We'll move on. Thank you,
yes.
Assembly Member.
That's a useless answer that I've ever seen in this assembly.
So did you say something?
We will move on. No, we're moving on. We are moving on. The next question to you is in the name of Assembly.
Well, it's not surprising that Sadiq Khan's behaviour is usually disgusting, as you saw. Rude and disgusting. But this time, the behaviour is also evil. This is pure evil. There are Londoners who don't feel safe in their own city. I don't feel safe in this city. As you guys know what I mentioned last night, I'm still being targeted. Nobody is here to save me. Nobody is here to protect my life. I have to do it myself. Sadiq Khan's London doesn't care about any of this. He's going around just being funny and being rude about an actual real crisis in our city. You bring the third world, you become the third world. You are bringing the third world problems into our city and into our country, and you're surprised why people are kicking off. This is also what he said yesterday in response to Israel being invaded. He said, we know that violence in the Middle East can lead to a rise of hate crime in London. Oh, shut up. And he says, I'm in touch with senior officers at the Met. Let me be clear, hate crime in London will not be tolerated. Unless it's against Jewish people or me. Only if you be mean to some Islamist or whatever, then no, you're going to be arrested. This is disgusting behavior. This is not equal policing. This is just not what people need from their leader, the mayor of London. Anyway, and for those who don't know, this is what happened last night. I'm not a supporter, a big fan of flying flags all the time when something happens, like Ukraine or whatever. But this is just showing the difference between London under Sadiq Khan and the rest of the world. The pictures you can see, top left is Berlin. You got New York. You got Italy, Rome. Every city did showing support and solidarity to Israel, right? It was to send a signal. Bottom right is London. Not only Sadiq Khan has not done anything to show support to make the Jewish residents in London feel safe, he's allowed these nutters to go around last night celebrating that innocent civilians lost their lives. That's what they did. This was not some sort of football match. This was not some sort of liberation because some sort of enemies come to. No. They attacked innocent civilians. Then they came on the streets and celebrated and intimidated Jewish people. And now they say this is absolutely normal behavior. This is Sadiq Khan's London style.